Let's see if we can plush our opponents in Standard Hearthstone with Sanc'Azel Location Paladin. Now, the idea behind this deck is we are trying to buff up Sanc'Azel as much as humanly possible, while also getting additional uses of his location form that gives any minion you target with the location rush and his attack value. This means if you use things like Scrapbooking Student to get additional copies or Welcome Home in order to open him up once again, you should be able to overwhelm your opponent with one big minion and hopefully hit them for game. Now for the Mulligan guide, first thing you're going to be watching out for is going to be Elise. This is just a really great card in this list. Then you're going to be looking for Treasure Guild as a way to hopefully draw into the hand of the duels, but Divine Brew is also good. Protector is pretty decent to keep, and Paint Fin also is. If it's an aggro matchup, Consecration is the final card you're going to be looking for. With that all being said, let's look at some games. Keep Painters. Okay, I'm keeping the coin. Alright. Is this aggro or is this control?
What pretty petals!
Perfect. I am going to point out Painter's Virtue.
Find me in the dream.
Give me... Oh, I will take that in a heartbeat. Oh, shit. That... Yeah, we're taking extra damage. I get it, but we're healing a bunch of damage next turn, probably two. Now, the question is, does this come out back with the Divine Shield or no? I guess we're about to find out. I mean, we could AoE this board, right? We're at 6 mana. Yeah, AoE isn't necessarily the worst idea here. I'm just going to Hero Power and then put a Divine Shield on ourselves.
Looks like we've got a fight for the ages.
I mean, that could be fun, but yeah, if I was them, I would rewind that too. And we got, I have no Draenei. The one tribe I have none of in the deck. Okay, Scrapbooking Student doesn't really do what I needed to do. Would waste the weapon, but maybe it won't. Because we're just going to slam both of these down. Also buffs up the Ziliax a little bit more, which is kind of our end game here. That is such an annoying card to actually deal with. Oh. It's buffed too. How do I deal with this? Technically, if we just keep attacking into it and we have, like, big divine shields. Of course they have the second one. Okay, how do I do this?
To battle.
I'm gonna Bob freeze these and then delay this by at least one more turn. Actually, I guess if we slam down for rock, maybe it gets rid of the board by giving us a baking soda volcano. It probably is a Farok turn, right? Because theoretically, Farok gets rid of the board. Or it could just be Ziliax. No, can't be Ziliax. Okay, Farok, please do something good here. Did not do what I needed it to do. But I guess we're technically alive. Oh, you know what? I'll take this. That actually helps. So Farok did kind of do what he needed to do. Just in a roundabout way. I mean, I think we're technically alive, right? Them getting rid of that is kind of dumb. Because we can Ziliax get rid of this and get rid of this one. And then just go face with the 13-13. Also, this changes plans a little teeny bit. We still hit into this. We hit into here. And we still go face. But we put a Divine Shield on one of these. If I had no man... Oh, cube. We have a cube. If they don't get rid of Farok, we might have it next turn, depending on what we can get off of the announcer, right? Sanc'Azel would also help out a lot. They only have 2 cards left in the hand. And they basically have to hope they get something useful here. That is okay. We need 2 damage. Okay, that is 2 damage, but this is the funnier 2 damage. Give me something, just 2 damage. I think I actually had more fun streaming when I came up with like multiple decks on the same day and having like a overall theme instead of just this is the deck that we're playing. Then again, I never like got to those decks. Like I usually just did the first one and then we're good to go. Okay. Give me a draw, please. Perfect. Drawing hopefully Sanc'Azel. I'll take Tiger plus G2. I do miss like streaming a little bit later, just because like I feel like more people came around when I was Okay, we got the Sanc'Azel. We got, honestly, pretty nice, pretty nice. I'd assume if I was them, I think the play here is to maintain the paint thin's value as long as possible. So we'll ironically use, I guess we're not going to have paint thin value for as long as possible. So your aura, that's good. This was the plan, was to use Painter's Virtue to like buff everything in our hand up.
Put a price on such powerful artifacts. I could.
Consecration would be a nice top deck. I mean, I did ask for it. I'm not going to waste this. Oh, I'm stupid. Whoops. That's okay, we'll heal. Also, really interesting to see Grifta in this list. Okay, so this isn't a waste if I hit into this. I think the play... So sad. This backfires. The plan here is next turn we Crusader Aura and slam down one of the plushies. If they slam down another minion, or 2 minions, I should say. Because then we can get rid of them both and then put this back asleep for a turn. Okay, that's only 1 minion. We do kind of have to heal, so we're probably still doing the Tiger plushie. Oh, actually, nope, that changes plans. Tiger plushie plus Crusader Aura, again, is the play. But they're trying to not burn a card. Elise would be cool, but I don't think they can afford to use the Elise here. And now we're back up to 23. And then we can Elise next turn. Shutter block. Shutter block and nothing. That could easily set up a OTK. Let's...
I remember this place well.
go with this. I'm going to regret leaving that up, aren't I? Actually, maybe we won't. Because they're down to 7. Because anything we target with Sanc'Azel will have Rush on it. Okay, well, that kind of ruins my day. Because every dragon consecration.
The sun is purified.
I didn't see how much HP that had. Oh no, this will be fine. It'll just have 1 durability. Okay, so we're A-okay. If we can get a charge on this, we're like off of this, we'd be in a really good position. But I don't think this is going to happen. That might be the solution. That works way better than... I should have slammed this one down first. And then this should get rid of this. I think we're okay. There's a way for them to get out of this, but, like... If one... Okay, if they don't have a taunt, and they leave 1 minion up, we are okay. They're leaving a minion up. They're leaving a minion up! Yes! Behold! Okay, I'm going to get rid of everything that isn't painted or paint thin. I'm just going to pass it back. I'm assuming this is going to be Protoss. I also have been getting requests of doing location like priest and such. That was the original plan for today, and then I forgot about it, made this deck, and then here we are. So sometimes stuff like that is how it works out, right? I was really hoping it wouldn't be the Divine Brew. I guess theoretically we cut this to run like more. Okay, it is Protoss. Okay, okay, I can make that work. Perfect curve. You can get Sanc'Azel here. Perfect curve. Yeah, Sanc'Azel is probably the card that I'm like most sad out of Paladin that's rotating. Just because this was such a fun and goofy little idea of a card. It reminds me so much of Remoria, and I loved Remoria when Remoria was in rotation. I wish this had lifesteals on it still, but it is what it is. We can also use like the Divine Shield to like protect our face, right? And the nice thing actually about Sanc'Azel is it can dodge the Ankaris too. I'm just gonna hero power rather than use Divine Shield here. Should have done that beforehand, but that's okay. They're probably just actually, we probably shouldn't even have done that. We probably should have just taken the 1 damage. I was gonna say, you don't have anything left in the deck? That'd be actually way more impressive. Okay, so let's do this. That buffs up everything up. Ooh. This is so tempting. I don't have the mana for it though. I'm gonna go with the card that's like most tempting here. I'm gonna just pop that. So Why would we do that? Okay, next turn we slam down Torith, I think. Actually, maybe we don't. It's interesting that they're running Fate, but I guess it does give them additional copies. That card, I think, is going to find its home in a lot of Priest decks in the next year. Just because it's additional copies of, like, key cards, like Sentry, right? Part of me wants to slam down the dragon, because that keeps these out of rotation, and then we have 11 and 11. And then I'm going to get so screwed by a Vulcan into something. Oh! Oh, it's this variant. Okay. Well. Just going to buff this up. Realizing we had game there, probably. Okay, that's not gonna... Oh. Actually, the funny thing is, by them doing that, their board is going to be pretty wide. We can bob the board next turn, actually. Bob into Torith, I think, is the play. Because it freezes up the board for a turn. Slam down the Torith. And then if our minions survive, we're in a pretty good position, right?
We are the voice of
Mothership is a little bit annoying, though. Actually, might be fine. So we put a Divine Shield on this. That pops there. This wakes this up. We don't have game this turn, I don't think. We're so close to it, though. Oh, we did have game! I forgot about the aura! Alright, now we're through the games. Let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So, I ended up playing 15 games with the deck, ended up with a 60% win rate, which was better than I expected with a deck like this. It actually can overwhelm a lot of matchups. There are a few matchups that are actually really bad for the deck. The main matchup being Protoss Mage. You need a way to establish a board, and Protoss Mage just allows them to instantly wipe the board once you have it established. But outside of that, the deck feels pretty good because you can play around things like Brawl if you just keep your Sanc'Azels as a location instead. Overall, if you're looking for something to do with Sanc'Azel before he rotates, this is a great one for y'all to try out. But before we end the video, special thanks to our channel members of Daniel Nascimento and Ruben. If you want to help out the channel a little bit more, you can always join one of the 3 tiers of memberships and get a shout out at the end of the video. Or if you can't afford to do that, you can always leave a like, comment, subscribe if you already haven't, turn on the notification button if you are subscribed, or use the hype button. But until next time, bye-bye.